everybody, Janine here, and I want to welcome you back to another session of Tips from the Trenches. Recently, I attended a celebration of life for an amazing man I had the privilege of knowing over the past 5 or 6 years. He had Alzheimer's disease, young onset Alzheimer's, and so that's when you are diagnosed before the age of 65. So I came to the service prepared with a tribute to share. This was a mix of some of my memories and experiences with him over the past 5 or 6 years, along with that from others that had walked the dementia journey with him and his family in a formal capacity. So that was from support group facilitators, support group members, recreation workers, and care aides. So as I listened to family and long-time life friends give eulogies, I was so amazed at how much of what they shared about his character and his personality was the same that I was going to share. And it was there that I was experiencing in that moment of listening the evidence, the proof that to what I have shared and many others have shared to anyone that will listen, the fact that dementia does not change who the person is, that core of a person. And so I want to use that experience I had at that celebration of life service in our session today to encourage you as the family member and also for the formal caregivers. You know, it's a known fact and absolutely can't be disputed that making the decision to put somebody into long-term care is probably one of the most difficult, if not the most difficult decision anybody can have. However, it's important to note too that there are many other extremely challenging decisions before reaching that decision. So for some, it starts right with even having to ask another family member to help. Or the next step could be to reach out to a friend asking for help. The next hurdle is when you realize you've got to reach beyond your family and friend circle and look for formal support. So possibly it's a support worker that comes in 2 or 3 times a week, or maybe your person goes to an adult day program, or maybe you really need a break and they need to go to respite for a few nights. And so this can be very difficult for caregivers. All the emotion that's involved with this, all the voices that we have in our head telling us that, you know, you should be able to do this yourself. This is your responsibility, or maybe possibly the thoughts that nobody else can do a good enough job with your person. And so as I shared with the family at that celebration of life, there is no doubt that dementia absolutely does slowly but surely rob family and friends more and more of the ability to continue with that unique relationship they have with the person living with dementia. And that is hard, it's devastating, and no amount of care, of love, of support from outsiders can ever make up for that. But your person has and will still leave a mark on the lives of the formal caregivers. And as those caregivers get to know your person, they'll be able to connect with them and help them to experience moments of joy, and they'll be able to bring meaning and quality into their lives. And so to the formal caregivers, I want to encourage you, I want to challenge you to never underestimate the impact and the mark that the person living with dementia can leave on us and what we can learn from them. And also, I want to really encourage you to make it your business to learn their life history, and so that you can use it for reminiscing, you can use it to build them up as you talk about their accomplishments, their achievements in life, and you can create a space for them to have that much needed human connection. So important. And then back to you, the main care partner, the main caregiver, that family member, that friend. If you're at the point of needing to ask a family member for support, or at that major crossroad of looking at placing your person into care, I want you to know that your person still has such potential to impact the lives of others. Yes, it may look different to how they impacted lives before, But just as some of those family members and friends, as I shared our tribute to this amazing man at that celebration of life, were amazed and joyful and happy about the impact that he left on us, this too may be your experience one day. And so on that note, I want to thank you so much for your time. Please do like these sessions. Please do share them. Feel free to leave comments or questions below. I do look at them. And as always, I wish you peace, I wish you strength, and I wish you moments of joy. Until next time.